Pantheon has a biological weapon. The papers we found in that bunker, they had a name attached. Matt V. Gusev, a Soviet weapons scientist. We think he's still in Iraq, somewhere. Adler's volunteered to stay behind and track his ass down. I'll have Felix examine the disk we found while the rest of us investigate the origin of the Cradle. If Adler's right, this thing may have come from a research facility on U.S. soil. A Soviet scientist and an American bioweapon. What the hell are we getting into?
You've asked Tara about this supposed research facility?
She's not picking up. Told her to look into Livingston.
You think something's happened to her?
If it has, it's my fault.
The weight of the world on your shoulders. We know the risks.
Yeah, well, this isn't exactly what I imagined.
Because it's not just about you.
How'd you feel about coming with me in case stateside?
I'd consider it.
Felix still in the kitchen.
Don't complain. We ate well while you were off wandering the desert.
He should be decrypting the disk Adler found. We need whatever's on it. Hey, Chef, you cracked that disk yet?
Patience, please. Cryptography is like preparing pufferfish. Rush through it and risk losing everything.
Okay.
Is he planning to serve us pufferfish?
Now, you said no complaining.
I did, didn't I? Let me know when we're close to leaving.
I'm afraid I'll need a little more time. Unless you've come to help. Yet to be determined. I found these cookbooks in storage, but I'm afraid my Cyrillic skills are not as sharp as they once were. And I am working with ingredients that I could hunt and forage from the surrounding area. So, let's call it a stew, shall we? I see. Because I no longer desire to take a human life. You believe my heart bleeds for all creatures. It's an understandable assumption. However, these are very different circumstances. To hunt, is to be in symbiosis with nature. To take a life without due cause is parasitical. Society is a predatory structure. Those with power, whether legitimate or otherwise, prey on those without, and use thugs, uniformed as I once was, or otherwise, to enforce their rule. The Stasi, CIA, organized crime in Avalon, most assuredly Pantheon, all are institutions of oppression. I bloodied my hands, burdened my soul with complicity, and now I live in shame. Never again. I cannot say. I think that makes us a necessary evil. Perhaps this is why I prefer computer systems. Ones and zeros. However, binary thinking is not conducive to modern existence. Social systems are complex webs. I think we can only navigate the gray and hope that history views us favorably. Whatever it contains is locked behind some rather impressive encryption. I was able to write a program to decrypt it. But the truth is, I am stumbling in the dark at best. Not so much picking the lock as drilling through the tumblers. Considering where you found it, the logical assumption is that it holds data pertaining to a weaponized biological agent. Or pornography. Feel free to come by the kitchen later. Might need a test subject.
You got dealt a bad hand.
You're gonna get dealt bad hands, kid. Listen, I know he can be a goddamn psychopath. I get it. But he's on our side. He just got his own way of doing things.
Case. Need something before we go? What? Over the acting? Please. Not worth the energy. Contrary to Marshall's manly sensibilities, I could have helped. But you made it back alive, so... Oh, that's not fair. I need to generate revenue, Case. Taking down Avalon's crime factions isn't cheap. Don't get me wrong. You have a noble pursuit. But it isn't my fight. I'm not American. Don't have a misguided sense of patriotism like Marshall over there. Adler's only interested in whatever connections Avalon has to the Pantheon, if any. He could care less about my own mission, or anyone else's for that matter. Don't expect any bleeding heart behavior from him. A very long 10 miles down the mountain. To the nearest town. Rustic, you might call it. Place was depressing. But I hate having nothing to do, and I wasn't keen on being cooped up here with Woods. Stay strong.
Hey, do me a favor and check on Felix, will you?
Not in the mood right now.
There was a savvy play on someone's part to frame me for the Panama fiasco last year. The topic on everyone's mind? A mole inside Langley that gift-wrapped our best operatives for the Nicaraguan drug lord Raul Menendez. The papers incriminating me turned up at the exact time I started investigations into the Pantheon. Someone wanted me gone in a hurry. Well, mission accomplished. For now.
You must be hungry. In a little while, Case. You must be hungry.
We'll bust out of here soon. Everything's on the board when you're ready.
Save it, Case.
Adler believed the Pantheon gained access to a military research facility called Advanced Technologies and Applications.
Sounds impressive.
It's located in eastern Kentucky. The building is marked as Cosper Solutions on the surface. Underneath, there's a whole different story.
This place looks pretty remote. Nothing but forests and hills. We should park a few miles out, hike the rest of the way in.
Once we're inside, our target is the biotechnology wing. Adler thinks that's where the Cradle may have come from. We need some answers on what this thing does.
Didn't you say Adler worked there at some point?
Briefly, about 10 years ago. He mentioned unusual, classified programs there using human subjects. And suddenly the place was shut down and quarantined after a biohazard incident.
The Cradle.
It's sure looking that way. Seb, how's it going on your side?
Still looking for a way in. The north doors are totally sealed. You?
Case and I are in South Gate utility entrance. Looks like someone's been through here recently. Used the freight elevator. Chain's broken. All right, mask on. Your turn. Hey, stop! Hang on, I've got... Hey!
Well, you're still alive, that's something. Sev and I will look for another way down. I'll let you know once we're inside. Go ahead and see if you can find the biotech entrance. Be careful. Try to limit any more exposure. Whatever's in the
Attention all staff and visitors. We are currently experiencing a hazardous material incident. This is not a drill. Attention all staff and visitors. We are currently experiencing a hazardous material incident. This is not a drill. Biotechnology restricted. Please see security for access.
It's for you.
It's fantastic to see you again, Case One. How have you been feeling? A friendly reminder that most of the facility is off limits to patients. I hope you understand.
Welcome back, Case.
Biotechnology restricted by Security Access 4. 4 director keycards required for entry. Airflow redirection activated.
Bringing back memories yet? We thought we'd never see this place again. Those are the stairs we want. Don't worry, the Cradle can't hurt us anymore. We're special. Special since we first experienced the Cradle 10 years ago.
Good morning. Welcome to Advanced Combat Research. ACR employees are reminded that authorized safety equipment must be worn on the testing floor at all times.
Case might be having comm issues. Radio silent for a while now.
Case, are you getting any of this?
Lift out of order. Friday at 4 p.m. to celebrate the retirement of Dr. Craig DeWitt. Craig, thank you for 22 years of
Cloud for this shit everywhere. Looks like the whole place is toxic.
You don't think it can get through skin, do you?
I don't know why you gotta go and say something like that.
Grappling hook platforms should be safety locked when not in testing. Reminder that weapons should be unloaded and locked away at the end of every shift.
If you've made it to advanced combat research, you must have friends in high places. And they probably got there using one of the most cutting-edge tools in development. The grappling hook. The wonders of tomorrow are in ACR today.
Excellent work, Case. 3 more keycards to go. Look up. We're stronger and faster than the rest, Case. That's what the Cradle was originally designed to do.
Okay, sit rep. Haven't heard from you at all. Everything okay?
The staff was absolutely thrilled with the results of last week's Cradle trial. You're exceeding all of our expectations. In fact, we think you're ready for the next step.
All sensitive materials are to be left in the main administration office. Thank you.